video game. I've been playing 2K since I was a kid, so now like getting my face scanned and not having to worry about making a player, actually being in the game, I can't even describe it. Like, it doesn't feel real.
Oh, the first thing I do when I turn on 2K23, I'm going to roster, I'm going to my player, I'm going to edit, and he will have 99 everything and every badge.
You know, when you get into the NBA, you get an NBA logo above your player. So when you hop into the park now, you're gonna be stalked by a lot of other people in the 2K community. How's that gonna feel?
That's what I just asked about.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beautiful Bay Bridge, ushering fans from Golden State's old home in Oakland to their new one in San Francisco. TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And with tip-off coming right up, we've got just enough time to hear from the sideline. Allie, what do you got for us?
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game's most exciting play. Ricky Rubio said that 80% of the credit should go to the finisher. LeBron James said, quote, the worst passes often lead to the best finishes. And Lonzo Ball said, when you have someone you trust to catch it, you can pretty much throw it wherever.
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. And these teams have both been hit by the injury bug, Grant. Just an unfortunate part of the game.
Yeah, and it always will be. I mean, teams making strides with prevention and recovery, but the game is just too intense and too demanding to avoid them.
And the Oklahoma City starting 5. And for the Warriors, they've got Kum'inga, also Wiseman out there, Avdia out there with Moody, and it's Middleton in at the 1. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander against Middleton. From behind the arc. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Avdia. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You look at Gilgeous-Alexander and the way he plays, he has kind of that old man style to him. A lot of crafty moves and fakes in his book.
And talking about Gilgeous-Alexander, this guy plays like a 10-year vet.
I mean, he has great footwork to get to the paint. He uses those Euro steps and hesitations so well. I mean, he reminds me in some ways of a young Manu.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, such an intriguing prospect coming out of Kentucky. I can't wait to watch in a new system how it is that he starts to understand and develop further his offensive play.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The Canadian Shea Gilgeous-Alexander starting to become the face of the Thunder in their rebuild.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Middleton. Soft touch off the glass.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And as you said, Brent, Gilgeous-Alexander is the clear centerpiece for this team.
I think the quiet confidence, BA, that he has is probably one of the more remarkable aspects of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's going about his business, but he's not talking about it. He's showing you what he's capable of doing.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And here are the Warriors now. Pass to Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Middleton finds Wiseman. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Middleton covering. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 to get things going. It's stolen by Washington. Pass to Giddey. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Warriors, they're in 6th place, but still time to make a move in the standings. And of course, Oklahoma City down a few spots.
Well, I think for Golden State, you know what? We all thought they might be dangerous, and we were right. They may be ready to take that next big step.
Yeah, still wonder about them. It hasn't happened quite yet. Just slightly behind the conference leaders. They're poised to make a push for that top spot in the standings once we get into the heart of the season.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Inside. Wiseman against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wiseman missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Got a piece of it. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Wiseman.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Middleton passes to Wiseman. He can't get it to go, so Oklahoma City will take it the other way. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
There was just no sense of urgency to hit the offensive glass. They have to be disappointed in the lack of second chance points.
Yeah, they were like good college players, one and done. You got to be able to make some noise on the offensive glass and keep possessions alive. They weren't able to do that. I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Here's Giddey, guarded by Wiseman, and the basket is good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Middleton. This one for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Washington. Another shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
First one falls for him. And a new rookie class to watch here early in the season, Grant. How long should we wait to evaluate a rookie's play, you think?
Well, B.A., I think you have to give them a pass their whole first year. It just takes a minute to adjust and acclimate, and a lot depends on the age of the rookie as well.
That one misses. The Warriors leading. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. The Thunder have gone 3 of 9, struggling so far. Here's ABC. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Kum'inga. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
The line for the Warriors. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Middleton. Here's ABC. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
Here's Giddey. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Middleton outside. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray. Middleton's got 15.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And the Thunder call time here. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
Dance team.
O'Neal, he's checked in for the Warriors. Johnson comes in for Avdia. The Thunder making a switch here. To the inside. Here's Williams. Shot to stop the run. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. He has 6.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
3-pointer is up. Middleton. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Here's ABC. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Poke loose and stolen by Middleton. And he's going for the lob. Lays it in off the pretty lob. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Now here's Williams. 17 points in his last outing. Fires in the triples.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Pass to Moody. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 9.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Rice. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Moody. 9 points for him in his last game. And it's off from 3-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Rice. No good. Good D by Middleton.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Williams defending. Shoots from the baseline. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Rice. Last game for him, he picked up 10.
Think about how tough this team is when Cam Johnson is out there and drilling shots.
And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
And Johnson's shooting is so important to this team, Brent.
Well, B.A., that's the value that he brings, and they encourage him to do it. So if he's getting set up and he has room to let it go, Cam Johnson can punish you from the outside.
Golden State calls timeout. Harrell's checked in for the Warriors. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Hayes is checked in. Harrell finds Johnson. The Thunder with the rebound. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for OKC, number 21, at the line for 2.
And he drops the first. It's both from the stripe. The Warriors leading. Pass to Harrell. Here's O'Neal. Out left to the wing. Moody from outside. That one is off. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. And Harrell comes to help.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
1 minute 58 left in the first quarter. Hayes misses. Golden State has gone 1 for 5 from deep in this first. Struggling from that area. Now here's Middleton. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Out of bounds, it'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Here are the top passing teams in the league so far this year. The 4th spot held by Oklahoma City.
This is a squad that understands the importance of being unselfish and moving the ball. You love to watch smart basketball like that.
Oklahoma City trailing. And here's Hayes. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Williams passes to Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, great D that time from Harrell.
Yeah, it's better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Johnson against Williams. Right wing. Here's Moody. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Now here's Williams. The D's right on him. Missed inside. And the Warriors shooting a fantastic 52% in the first. Pass to Hayes. Here's Rice. Harrell defending. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Ooh, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Middleton against Williams. Now Middleton. 15 points in the game. From the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors ahead, up 5. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So it's the Warriors now. They've led by as much as 10. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Five on the clock. On the take. Gets the first one to go. Now 1 for 7 on the night.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
Middleton outside. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Over to the wing. Middleton against Hayes. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Harrell. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Gilgeous-Alexander creative and tricky on that play.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Warriors are trying to get back to the top of the Western Conference. Stephen Curry said, quote, "It's tough. Guys want to outperform and exceed expectations. Nobody is content just being middle of the road. It's a challenge we all need to take head on."
Yeah, they're trying to bring it all together, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. 2 points. That one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
3-pointer is up. Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
They get it back. Here's Washington. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. Harrell down low. It's wide right, hits off the rim. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Now here's Middleton. They trail by 1. To stop the drought. It's Hayes with the rebound.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Here's Rice. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Moody from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Washington's got 4 rebounds in the game. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Golden State calls timeout. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
And the Warriors make some changes. Kum'inga comes in for Harrell, and it's Avdia in for O'Neal. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Moody. It's Middleton on the wing. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Washington with the ball, guarded by Wiseman, and it's Washington missing. The Warriors trailing. To the wing, right side, to the middle. Kum'inga. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
His first personal foul.
Well, you hear about the importance of confidence. You think that was something you always had as a player, Grant, or did you have to build that up?
Well, I mean, success ultimately does breed confidence, and I had success, fortunately, at a young age. So you have to understand you have to always attack, and you always have to believe in yourself, no matter what the situation.
That one drops. He ties it up. And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. The Thunder have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Here's ABC. Blocked. Middleton with it. 17 points in the game. And he lobs it up. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And that one's good. He's got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
To the paint. And he dunks it down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's ABC. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot clock at 6. Here's Washington. He can't hit that time. So Golden State will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. Pass to ABC. The ball's knocked loose. The rebound by Moody. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Now here's Middleton. He's covered closely. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Warriors. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Middleton outside. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Rice. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Avdia. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's ABC. They trail by 7. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Pass to Kum'inga. Can't hit that one. And Oklahoma City will go the other way with it. After this game, they can look forward to Utah, where they'll have a matchup against the Jazz. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Now here's Johnson. Pulls it from the corner. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And for the Thunder, they're shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. And it's ABC missing.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
From deep, Johnson. No good there. Johnson's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Pass to Giddey. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Wall, he's checked in for Middleton. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Here's Wall. Right now averaging 6 a game. Pass to Abdia. 5 to shoot. Here's Kum'inga. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's ABC. Wall covering. To the wing on the left. And it's Giddey missing. And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 14-4 run. Washington against Wall. Over Washington. The Thunder pull it in. Washington's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Wall really helps you across the board.
He fills up the stat sheet at both ends, but he also has that presence, that it factor. Whether winning or losing, his confidence never wanes.
Here's Giddey. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Off the mark there with a 3. The Warriors leading. Outside Wall. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Here's ABC. Wall covering. Here's ABC. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside, we'll see.
Pass to Kum'inga. We've got 1:48 left to play in the second quarter. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Outside, Williams. Down low. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Pass to Kum'inga from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's ABC. Covered by Johnson. Williams with it. 58 seconds left in the first half of this game. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. So both teams making some changes here.
1 shot.
Well, the Warriors shooting at just 26% in the second. Knicks. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City trailing. Williams on the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
34.
Williams has got 5.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Knicks. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Washington finds Williams. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist from Williams. And now just a 2-point Warrior lead. Pass to Wiseman. Just 3 on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
For the Dubs, James Wiseman taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And the Thunder making a change here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Warriors on top, up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was a heated battle, and they were only outscored by 1, ending the half with a 4-point lead. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
You have to recognize their bench. Sometimes we overlook the second quarter, but tonight they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
They've been poor offensively. Under 40%, they need to stop settling. Stay patient, move the ball around, but find better looks. It's hard to score in this league. You got to work for it.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. So it's the Warriors now. They've led by as much as 10. We've got Avdia. Wiseman is out there with Kum'inga. Then it's Moody, and it's Middleton in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Well, the Warriors shooting 36% for the game. Not great.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Middleton. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work there as it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And there's the lob. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Yep, that one's good.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Three-pointer is up. Middleton. That one no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, we know that Stephen Curry generally is regarded as the greatest shooter the game has ever known. He said for him, quote, "It starts with a great base and foundation and allows everything to feel perfect. The perfect shot feels effortless to me, serene and quiet. It's only me, the rim, and the basketball." Powerful words from Stephen.
It is a thing of beauty, Allie. Excellent. Now here's Wiseman. He's got 6. Pass to Kum'inga. Doesn't go for him. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for the Dubs, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Pass to Washington. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Giddy. For the lead. On target from range. He has 7.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Now here's Middleton. 22 points for him. Pulls up. And the Warriors miss again. Thunder with a lead. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving inside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
Now here's Middleton. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Yep, that one goes. Middleton's got 24.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Timeout called. The Thunder.
All right, fans, that was your Warriors dance team. Make some noise.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Rice. Oh, there's the alley. Hammers the lob through.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Middleton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Middleton passes to Wiseman, and it's Wiseman with the chance.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second-chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters. Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Golden State has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Kum'inga. Count it. Kuminga's got 6.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Giddy. He has 7. Washington passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 rebounds in the game. This for the tie. The shot no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Washington against Wiseman. Now here's Washington. Defense right on him. Yes, it's good. Washington's got his second basket.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Tipped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by Golden State. Moody's got his 6th rebound on the night. They grabbed their own miss. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his
It's so close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
At the line for the Dubs, James Wiseman taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. The Thunder have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. Pass to Washington. Here's ABC. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And Washington powers it through.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. And here's Middleton. Knocked away. Let's go with a 3. Rice grabs the miss.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Wiseman. 10 points for him. Pass to O'Neal. Middleton with it. 6 to shoot. He shoots it. And again, no good by Golden State.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. The Warriors trailing. Now here's Wiseman. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Johnson, offensive board. Misses again, just 4 for 10 from the floor. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Pass to ABC. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Thunder lead by 8.
And after a sketchy first half, they're now looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
To the middle. And here's Hayes. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Covered by Johnson. Outside, Williams. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And the Warriors shooting just around 34% in this game so far. Back to Wiseman. Outside Johnson. Misses and the dry spell continues.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
First team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In the first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
First free throw is good. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. So he gets them both. Well, Grant, it seems like more and more game time is spent with officials huddled around a monitor. You think instant replay has been a positive thing for the league?
Well, for the most part, I think it has been a positive thing. I enjoy it. I think it brings a level of transparency, and also it's important to get the call right. But at times, it does disrupt the flow of a game, and players can't be consumed about winning every call all the time.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Now here's Johnson to win the run. That shot missing. To the inside, and stolen by Harrell. Shoots from 12. Unable to get that one. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Harrell defending. Outside, Williams.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Second team foul.
To the reverse layup and drops it in. Williams has got 7 points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Moody, takes it inside, and he jams it home with authority.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Moody. Give him 8. Knocks it loose. Harrell passes to Johnson. Over Washington. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Hayes inside. Johnson on him. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 6. And it's in there. Williams has gotten 4 this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Moody. Off the left rim and out. Back to Williams. To the paint. Here's Hayes. Lays it up and banks it in.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Chalk up 2 there. Harrell's got his first bucket in this one.
He gets really excited about finishing through contact.
Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Thunder lead by 14.
They have no answer defensively inside.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Johnson. The Thunder pull it in. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Doesn't go that time. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. The kick out to Williams. And stolen by Middleton. With the drive. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Williams. No good on the triple. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. And the shot goes in. Here's Williams. Pass to Giddey. Back to Williams. To the inside. And that one's good. Giddey. And the Thunder lead by 12.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Middleton from the outside. The offensive rebound. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
And the Thunder shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Pass to Giddey. Takes one from 10 feet. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
Middleton outside to the left wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Middleton's got 28 for Oklahoma City. They've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Williams. Here's Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Count that bucket. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The shot comes out. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Throws it up high.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Back to Middleton. To the paint. The shot off that time. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Here's Giddey. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Intercepted. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got 8 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Pass to Moody. Releases. Misses the jumper. The Thunder have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Williams against Middleton. Count that one. And the Thunder lead by 16.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Got a piece of it. Now Hayes. Take it away. Pass to Moody. Tries to snap the cold streak. And the layup is up and in. The Thunder have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this 4th. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors dance team.
Wiseman, he's checked in for the Warriors. Kum'inga comes in for O'Neal. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey team, well, Oklahoma City's coach had some advice for his team over that last break. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And the Warriors shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway.
Oh, wow! BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Good on the bucket.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Back to Middleton. Pass to Avdia. Shot clock at 6.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Washington's shot is good.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Middleton outside. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Thunder have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. That one goes, and that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Here's Avdia. And the bucket is good. Middleton's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Here's ABC. Pass to Giddey. Over Avdia. And the shot falls short that time. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
The Thunder have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. And the three-pointer goes.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Now here's Wiseman. Out of bounds. The Oklahoma City's ball. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. Here's ABC. Three-pointer off the mark.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Wiseman. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his second personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line for the Warriors, James Wiseman. At the line for 2.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good. The Thunder shooting a terrific 56% so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Washington. Here's ABC. And he's going for the oop here.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Who poked away. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Middleton outside. Here's Moody. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Washington's got 9 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Avdia pulls it in. The Warriors shooting around 35% for the game. Inside. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. Here's ABC. Middleton covering. Pass to Washington. Grant, as someone who played abroad on Team USA, how exciting is it to see how much more international the league has become?
It's fantastic, no question. You know, back then we saw so many talented foreign stars playing internationally, but now the best really do all find their way here to the NBA.
And that one's good. Wiseman.
From Denny, Avdia.
Here's Giddy. Kum'inga pulls it in. The Warriors shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. Avdia from outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Not going to go that time. Oklahoma City's gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth. Washington outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Timeout, Warriors.
And the Thunder lead by 21.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And the Warriors call time here. They're losing by 21. 1:46 left in the fourth. Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Boy, he gave them the leadership they needed tonight. They came in off a demoralizing loss, and he picked them right back up. Here's Knicks.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Thunder.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
2 shots.
The first free throw's good. Well, Brent, you won 2 championships with the Spurs. When you look at the roster now, what are you seeing?
Well, the pillars are gone from those championship seasons, but the coach and the voice remains. So that's a Spurs team that's young, has a lot of guys who need to grow, but they have the type of DNA that you're looking for, being competitive and wanting to push their limits. So in the next few years, maybe the Spurs will find a way to get deep into the playoffs and have an opportunity to compete.
Now here's Wall. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
At the line for the Warriors, John Wall. 2 shots.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. 56 seconds left to play in the fourth. Williams misses. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. To the inside, Knicks. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal foul, third team foul. At the line for the Warriors, taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wall against Williams. Here's Dosunmu. Here he goes. The layup misses. Pass to Wall. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Dosunmu. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.